Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A fire destroys 3 different buildings here at an apartment complex in Westland. Firefighters working 9 hours plus to put it out. And this is not the first time a fire has destroyed a building in this complex.
Heat and humidity going up, but so are the shower and thunderstorm chances. Find out how much of the weekend is going to end up wet.
Okay, Ben, but first, breaking news from Clarkston, where the Oakland County Sheriff's Department needs your help finding 2 children taken by their father. We're told Joshua Breckenridge took 22-month-old Avery and 9-year-old Jaden from the mother's home. It's believed Breckenridge and the children are heading to North Carolina in a white 2003 GMC Yukon, which he stole from the mother. Police say the father is on a tether and is not supposed to leave the state. If you know anything, call police. Our other top story tonight, the Detroit police officer caught on camera throwing a punch in Greektown is off the job tonight, and the guy who caught that painful punch in the face is now talking.
He and 2 others have now come forward to talk about what happened to them on the street Saturday night. Grant Herms has been working this story all day. Grant, I guess they want to just set the record straight.
Yeah, Devin, Kimberly, those men today clearly in pain as they told their side of the story about what led up to that video that has been seen far and wide here. It started here behind me, then ended up over in the street here, and that's where that punch was thrown. The men today saying they want that officer punished. Even though he has been suspended, they want something more, they say, and for the first time, they're implicating other officers in this incident.
37-year-olds Marcus Alston and Antoine Hardy next to Antoine's brother Antonio at a press conference in Southfield, saying the incident was more complicated than the video now gone viral.
Most of it I didn't remember. I don't even remember being punched.
In the video, Alston getting punched and knocked out, but just minutes before, the Hardy brothers saying they had tried to step into another fight between police and several people leaving a nearby club. When they say they tried to find out what was going on, they say they were punched, arrested, and ticketed. Alston was never ticketed or arrested despite DPD protocol.
It varies, and the craziest part about it, because I thought he was overreacting. I never knew he got punched.
In a meeting Thursday for police commissioners, interim chief James White saying the officer seen punching Alston has been suspended.
This incident is unacceptable, and it gives me great concern. And it erodes the work that these men and women do on a day in and day out basis.
The men suffering serious injuries, putting them in back and leg braces, visibly wincing as they moved, saying today they're worried about more than physical harm done.
That type of stuff should not happen to nobody. You don't know the type of stress that I'm going through, how many of my children I've coached that have seen this, and now you don't know what's going through their mind. Look what happened to Coach Marcus. That can happen to me one day.
Now, the men say that the other things that they are alleging were caught here on the dozens of security cameras up and down Greektown. They say that will back up their story. In the meantime, interim chief White is saying that the supervising police officers who were here that night are also being looked at as a part of that internal investigation for maybe not following department protocol. He's expected to have a press conference tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Back to you.
Well, Grant, for these 3 men, where does this go next for them?
Well, so far, there's been no mention or discussion, at least not with us, about a possible lawsuit. They say they are working with internal investigators at DPD and actually have commended interim chief White on his response on this so far.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Well, devastating does not begin to describe an apartment fire that happened in Westland today.
Yeah, it destroyed 3 buildings with 36 apartments. This is at the Westwood Village Apartments, not far from Joy Road and I-275. As Nick Monticelli shows us, not a single person was hurt despite an outdated building.
It's interesting how quick something can happen. Like, you can lose everything.
It's pretty scary, pretty shocking.
As much as we try, there are no words that can put all of this into perspective.
I heard a noise that sounded like a commercial vehicle was backing up. It just sounded like a beep.
One word, though, for Angel is grateful. Grateful to be alive. She barely woke up from a deep sleep.
And I got up to see because I saw a red flashing light. and I look out the window and there's a firefighter telling me to come down.
Which one is yours?
Top unit right there. It's pretty much gone.
Dan Sneed thought he smelled smoke and went out into the hallway.
Didn't see nothing. I heard crackling and looked up in the vent, and there was just flames. We banged on doors. Me and my son ran through, banging on doors, making sure everyone was out.
This fire at the Westwood Village apartment started before midnight. 3 buildings with 36 units are destroyed. Now, it took firefighters about 9 hours to battle all the flames back. They're still working on hotspots here. This isn't their fault, though. It's because this building was built in the 70s, and the codes then didn't require much fire protection. So the fire could spread very easily.
It's impossible to stop, yes, sir. Yeah, we've had issues with this complex before. It is what it is. The codes weren't there back in the 70s.
That other issue was in May 2018, another fire destroying 24 apartments. Investigators say today's fire started on the roof, and a roofing company was installing these insulation panels, which involves melting rubber. Investigators will be checking to see if the two are related.
I'm watching my house burn, yeah. It's okay.
In the meantime, those who think they have lost everything are realizing they haven't.
All of this stuff is material, so long as you're alive, there's another day to rebuild all of that, but it's going to be rough. It's a pandemic, and a lot of people don't have nowhere to go.
In Westland, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
So true. Investigators in Westland say some valuables from the first floor apartments might be salvageable, but it'll be a while until residents can go inside to check. Unfortunately, everything on the second floor, though, is destroyed.
Well, we're on a nice run here. Another beautiful August day outside as we get closer to the weekend.
Yeah, let's check in with Ben. We want to keep this stretch going, Ben.
We can for one more day. Beyond that, we've got to go back to July, essentially, as we go into the upcoming weekend. But you're right, seasonable warmth, but the humidity is low, and that is making the difference. Like yesterday, we're still seeing some isolated showers, but fewer of them on Storm Tracker 4. Let's go to the radar and show you what we're watching. Again, these things just kind of pop up and they fizzle really quickly. You can see inside the metro zone, there's a couple little blips there that are running across parts of Wayne County. Further off to the north, we're seeing a few more as well as a couple in the south zone as of right now. Expecting some of those showers to at least hang around into the evening hours, but generally most of us, the vast majority of us, are going to stay dry. Touch more humid, although it's going to be tough to tell. Just warm as we get through the rest of the nighttime hours. And then the weekend brings rain chances, one day wetter than the other. And we'll talk the heat wave that's just getting started on Saturday and Sunday, all in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Ben. Some big news out of East Lansing as Michigan State announces athletic director Bill Beekman is stepping down. He'll actually be taking another position at the university. He'll now serve as vice president for strategic initiatives. He will continue to lead the athletic department until his replacement is named. National firm is going to lead that search. Beekman, MSU alum, has worked at the university since 1995, but has served as athletic director during a trying time for Michigan State athletics since early 2018.
All right, now to the latest in the fight against COVID-19. Today, the White House COVID response team said health officials are working to give booster shots to immunocompromised individuals, quote, as quickly as possible.
Our Dr. Frank McGeorge here with more on that development and also the other highlights from this briefing. Doc?
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So this was not surprising given the data that we saw earlier this month that clearly showed immunocompromised people who don't respond to the first 2 doses can benefit significantly from a 3rd dose. The CDC's advisory panel overwhelmingly supported the idea, and now it looks like it's moving forward.
Immunocompromised individuals are vulnerable.
Dr. Anthony Fauci saying it's now clear many immunocompromised people are not adequately responding to the vaccines.
In this regard, it is extremely important for us to move to get those individuals their boosters. And we are now working on that and will make that be implemented as quickly as possible because for us and for the individuals involved, it is a very high priority.
But as the Delta variant surges, there is intense focus on getting more Americans their first shot, with so much of the suffering now almost entirely preventable.
Universally, as we look at our hospitalizations and as we look at our deaths, they are overwhelmingly unvaccinated people.
Those in some of the hardest hit states are responding.
Tennessee has seen a 90% increase in first shots over the past 2 weeks. Oklahoma, an 82% increase. And Georgia, a 66% increase in first shots over the past 2 weeks. Clearly, Americans are seeing the impact of being unvaccinated and unprotected.
Breakthrough infections in fully vaccinated people are the exception, not the rule. And when they do happen, the vast majority are mild and asymptomatic. We have the most effective tool we need to keep us safe and end this pandemic, and that is a vaccine.
Now, in the past 7 days, Florida and Texas have accounted for about 1/3 of new cases and more than 1/3 of new hospitalizations nationwide. Now, that's especially concerning as students in those states will soon be back in school.
Frank, let's go back to the booster shots for the people who are immune compromised. This is a day after the WHO said we need to be focusing on people getting their first vaccines rather than thinking about booster shots. So any indication now of how long it might take to start for this third round of shots for some people to start?
Important point, Devin. You know, they didn't give a timeline. Basically, they said just as quickly as possible. Now, that decision would actually come from the FDA, but it is clearly now a priority to make that decision happen.
Sure sounds like it. All right, Doc. The ban on evictions may have been extended. It's not going to last forever, though.
New tonight, the long-term solutions being offered to people at risk and why you shouldn't wait to get help. Paula.
We take you inside an ICU where a nurse is worried about her patient, and the patient is actually worried about her nurse.
It is tiring, you know.
Frustration is mounting as healthcare workers wait for what's next and wonder if staff will stick around for the next surge. That story coming up.
The family of a local girl killed while riding her bike is still seeking justice. I'm Larry Sproul, and I'll tell you the actions they are now taking in order to get some answers.